Father Matthias was not above having a lively debate. I hope Father Sonat does not disappoint in that regard. But enough about Luther for now. Tell me about your university studies. Forgive me, Baron, but did you attend the university? You seem very well educated. I don't know, my family is merely wealthy enough to have provided me all the books and tutors a child could dream of. I love all knowledge, from Aristotle and Cicero to Zeno and Erasmus, and everyone between, yet to come. I may have misjudged the Baron. Seems he is as well read as any university student. In truth, I am simply happy to speak with another well-educated man. Now then, did you earn your doctorate? In truth, I'm simply happy to speak with another. Why are you rewriting that? No, I didn't. I only master's degree. Started working towards a doctorate, but didn't finish. That's a shame. What was your area of study? Theology, imperial law, medicine. Now let's do theology. Theology, as odd as it may seem. Not odd at all. It's a good field to study if you want position in the church. My late uncle was the abbot of Fulda. I spent many hours reading manuscripts in their library with his permission. He was a pious enough man, I suppose. He wielded great power from that abbey. If I had any faith, I would have prayed you'd never show your face here again. Curse you, Lorenz Rothvogel. Perchitta's dogs tearing you to pieces would be too kind of fate. Why is everybody yelling at him? These rustic communities display a shocking lack of hospitality, don't you? What was that about? Who knows? By the time I finish guessing, the old crone will probably be dead. Well, what of your earlier time at the university? Every student must study the trivium and quadrivium? Yes? Do you have a favorite subject? Oh god, Latinist? Let's see. Logic, spatial analysis. Rhetoric in the university, a skilled teacher, persuader, public speaker. Alchemy, astrology. No. Necromancy? Andreas knows a great deal about constellations, heavenly bodies, and... Well, I mean, I did study for theology. This would make sense, right? She's adept spatial analysis. Can easily perform complicated calculations in the head. Let's try that. Yeah. Logic, geometry, and arithmetic. All stuff I would have sucked at school. Quite interesting for an artist. Is Aristotle's organon foundation of your study? It's the organon for logic and Euclid's elements for geometry. But the past few centuries I have yielded wonderful texts on logic. Peter Abelard provided the foundation of scholastic philosophy and established the primacy of Aristotle's work. Englishman William of Ockham gave a Summa Logicae, arguing nominalism against Thomism. And of course, Thomas Aquinas gave us the tools to employ both faith and reason in pursuit of truth. All monks and friars, of course. A great deal of work to force Aristotle to fit in with the church's vision of truth. That's so wrong. I question that these great men should have had to wrestle logic to what the church established by fiat. Your other studies, was there anything else you excelled at? Do the heavens. Let's do the heavens and earth. I mean, I did pick theology, so. I love studying the nature of the world, my lord. Both the heavens above and the wild spaces around us. Formerly, I studied as much astronomy as I could. It's incredible how much we've learned, both from the Arabs and the Greeks. True, even now, we continue to discover more about what we can see in the celestial sphere. Began as pagan myths to explain our place in the world, may help to understand the place in the heavens. This may seem foolish, but I spent a lot of time in the wilderness learning about plants. There you go. Animals. Good old spell check. Really? Did libraries of Ebert not have enough herbals to satisfy your curiosity? I don't mean to malign most of our August Greek and Roman authors, but the Materia Medica was written before the coming of Christ. Surely there's more ways we can learn about plants, insects, and animals by observing them in nature. Beyond that, I simply have the love for wild places. While I do not share your academic interest in nature, I must admit that sometimes I enjoy the solitude of a walk in the woods. The Abbey. I have good memories of this place and Father Matthias. Sad to hear of his passing. How'd you come to know him? How did you come to know Curacao at all? Oh, my family have been patrons of Curacao for, I don't know, how many generations. Some years ago, I heard that Curacao still had a wonderful library and artisans. Professional artists have taken over most manuscript productions, so I was shocked, or I was shocked. There you go, shocked. Find an active scriptorium here. The artists that remain here are quite talented, a bit old-fashioned. Well, Curacao is more than a bit old-fashioned. Some of my friends think I'm mad for commissioning the manuscript from the Abbey. Stage. Well, my family have been patrons for Curacao for generations. It seems wrong to stop now while there's still talent here. I commissioned a manuscript through Father Granat years ago. I thought I would stop by and check on the progress. Wait, are you an artist working on it? Is it a prayer book with 20 illustrations? I know the work, but no. I do know the artist well, Venerable Brother Piero. How venerable. He still has wits and skills. That's what concerns me. Brother Piero has an incredible talent with color. Then, I very much look forward to seeing it. Kellis, tend to the horses and baggage. I'm heading up to the Abbey. Yes, my lord. Job's done. It's a lot of reading. Let's not keep the abbot waiting any longer. Nuns? Quite unusual for a Benedictine house to have monks and nuns, even if they are separated. The church closed most of them centuries ago. Then Curacao is a place out of time, ways in one. You know the Mother Cecilia? She seems to recognize you. We were acquainted, yes. Let's leave it to that. Okay. Abbot. Ah, you must be Father... Oh, no. I'm Lorenz, Baron of... Yes, the Baron of Rothvogel. So wonderful to have you here again. We actually did meet on your last visit. If you say so. I'm not good with remembering faces. Please forgive me, my lord, but I wasn't expecting you for another few days. Yes, I know, but I rode ahead. I just couldn't wait to see my manuscript. I'm sure there's no trouble. Yes. I mean, no, there is no trouble. Did you want to see it now? Oh, in a moment. I could do with a bit of refreshment, though. May I grab something from the kitchen? Yes, yes, certainly, my lord. I will meet you there. Andreas, I don't know what you were doing with the Baron, but I need you in the scriptorium now. Of course. Get to work. I should ask him about the advance on Gertner's taxes. Maybe we could convince Brother Matthew to pay me early. Oh, I didn't think about that. Map. Okay. What do we got over here? Shrine. Let's take a look at it. But God bless you, Master Maller. Gertrude. God bless you, Master. How goes your work in the scriptorium? Very well, thank you. Oh, then I guess it would be, you wouldn't be interested in the saffron Agnes Steinwarren? Received yesterday. What? Saffron? Really? Hear that? Sister Matilda saw her at the Albans. Maybe you can convince Prior Forig to get some for your yellows? Good to know. Are you in need of herbs or flowers? I can pick some for you on my next trip through the meadow. Don't worry about that. I'll go gathering in the forest later. Until later. Bless you, Andreas. Maybe I'll see you at the shrine of Saint Satya one of these days. Popped up. A reliquary containing the hand of Saint Moritz, which is said to have once held the place. Marguerite. God bless you, Brother Hero. No, wait, it's Master Man. Thought you couldn't see, Sister Marguerite. During the day, I can see some colors. How'd you know it was me? You and Brother Pierre both smell of the pigments you use. But you're taller, and you have another smell to you, like fish, burned almonds. Great. The burned almonds kind of like cyanide? Do I smell like cyanide? Is that right? The almonds? I'm also much more handsome. Well, I wouldn't know. Gotta save me from temptations of beautiful men. You'll just have to trust me then. Not a chance. Good day. I'm hitting on the blind nun. Brother Matthew contains a shrine along with some of the sisters who painted badges for... Looks like that's about it. Probably should get to the scripted thing over here. At the church. Oyster. Aquarium? Oyster. To a dead end. Sure. God bless you, Andreas. Has your voice yet recovered from Easter Mass? Oh yes, it's a bit of a strain. Worthy sacrifice. Well, if the Lord will give us all on Easter. Exactly. Have a good day in the scriptorium. Good day singing.
Imolen Christiani Agnus redemit oves Christus innocens Patris
You're little. God bless you, Andreas. I'm gonna need to ask him for money, right? How's the sacristy day? Same as yesterday. Does my vocation seem silly to you, Master Maller? Absolutely not. Even though I did not complete my theological studies, I understand the importance of sacristy. Your understanding is appreciated. Treasures of the Abbey remain secure. Thank you, Frank. I'll be with you. I have a favor to ask. Yes? I was hoping I can give you, you could give me my pay for the latest manuscript early. This isn't part of the agreement you made with Father. You'll be paid on the completion of each additional manuscript you eliminate. Not before. Only a few pages left, Brother Mathau. I finished them the next few days anyway. I can make an exception. Not without good reason. This abbey is through mutual agreements, not haphazard. Breaking such contracts could cause undue trouble, not only for Curacao, but for Tassin. Is that why Father Abbott has increased the taxes on the Gertners? What is this about? They've asked me to pay their rent early so they can pay their taxes to the abbey. I see. Do not ask me of this again. Okay. Here you are. I shall note this with Father Gernot and Prior. Okay, found right. Thank you. God bless you. Alright, now that I got my payment, I can give Clara the rent early. I'll put it on the evening. Be a surprise. Bailey. Okay, that's the scriptorium. Cemetery. Prayer house. What is this? Lovell? I've seen these before in astronomy. Medical tracks. This one. 2 wheels at the top of the Greek letters. Holes cut out to reveal Latin letters underneath. Okay. The outer edge, lower wheel, is divided into 4 sections, each bearing an elemental symbol. Lines connecting the holes form a constellation Cassiopeia, the Great Wagon, Libra, and Aries. According to the turn, the upper disc aligns different elemental symbols at the top of the disc. Given the number of letters and the size of the disc, there's enough space for a total of 4 versions of the Latin alphabet. Wonder what it's for. It's some cipher of some sort. I need to investigate more. This has to be a connection to something else around here. Let's go. Let's go to something else before we go to Scriptorium, because you know what? I'm lazy. I'm not going to go to work. Anything else at the church I missed? nothing here, is there? There we go. It's in the crypt. Foundations of the abbey were built when the Romans occupied the land, not long after the death of Christ. These two markers go back centuries, all the way to the founding of the abbey. Abbot Dietrich, from the height of Carasel's power in the 14th century. Those days have long passed. For relief of the Virgin and Child. Shame it's hidden down here. Is that key something I can take? What is it? Oh! Secret entrance. I have to remember this. Alright. Okay, anything in the cloister at all? I don't... Set up. I give you health, Master Mahler. Sabat, I'm surprised to see you still here. As am I. I'll be leaving soon, returning to Rome. My bishop regret that I could not reciprocate Father Rodolph's generosity earlier. He showed much kindness to our priests at the Council of Constance many years ago. Will you remain in Rome? That is up to my bishop. But I will miss these mountains in any case. You should travel to Ethiopia, Master Mal. See the highlands. God has blessed my home. The wondrous. I would love to someday. I still need to return to Nuremberg, my workshop. Yes, someday. Till then, if you are ever in Rome, I may still be around. I would like that. By the way, if you have some time in the next few days, it would be nice to share a meal with you and some of the townsfolk. Townsfolk? I am accustomed to strange looks, especially in rural places like these, but I have a kind word with the banker in this one. Ah yes, the Albans, Ulrich and Brett. I offered to tell a story to the children and their mothers over someday. Brett seemed excited about the idea. It would be more comfortable if we were there as well. You not eat here with brothers? Yes, but I'm a guest. I'm not bound by the rules that they are. Father Granat kindly allows me to come and go as I need to. Then I'll make time. Thank you, Andreas. I look forward to it. I'd give you help. I'm just getting invited everywhere. Courtyard. Large garden. Aquarium. Chapter. There are so many places around here. Infirmary. Upper Abbey. Start with Upper Abbey. Oh, that's where I came in. Okay. St. Luke, the patron of artists, is also the patron of healers. Florian. Let's see, Andreas. The Florian, how are you? Brothers and sisters are well. I am well, thank God. Andreas, have you spoke to Klaus Drucker lately? Yes, quite recently. Why? I believe you may be receiving a medical text from... Or do they pronounce it as baloney? Quite interested in it. Yeah. Something Italian. Can you read Italian? Ah, no. Little Italian, but my Latin is as good as I would like. I was hoping for Brother Pryor to help me with it. He has the... I'm sure I'll make time. The patient teacher. That he is. I'll see you later, Andreas. Until then. Most of the medicines are made by Agnes Steinarin. Sign her in? I don't know. Some help from Sister Gertrude. Good. Let me out. There we go. Chapter house. Dance of Death mural. Father Matthias had painted it a few years before his death. Garden. Oyster fracture. Wonder what receipts the brothers have for peas. There's no need for peas ever. Okay. Cemetery. Can't go down. Old Bert. Hey to you. You look quite busy. Have a tool? Locked. So we're gonna go all over the place here. Monument to the founder of the Abbey. It's fairly recent. The funds were donated by their descendants. Bailey. Okay. Apple trees have only started in bloom in months before they bear fruit. Okay, we can go oyster. The door. Church. Bailey. Is there anything else I'm missing out here before I go to the scriptorium? I'm just wasting my time, so I don't want to go to work. I've been in here yet. Cellar. When the brothers eat their meals, this is where the lector reads it. Yard. I don't believe I've been to the kitchen yet. So I believe that's where the Baron's at. Oh, he's in here. Oh no, here we go. Lucas. Hello, Andreas. I'll go to the kitchen. Is Brother Rolsov working you hard? Not too bad. Brother Rolslav is nice to me. It's Father Abbot and Brother Prior who make things hard. How so? I shouldn't complain. They're just like their food a certain way, and I'm not good at cooking. We all need more variety. Eat some mushrooms from the forest. I know all the best types, you understand. You think that will help? I only use what's in the cellar. Brother Adok complains about his food too, but he complains to Brother Oslav. What does Brother Adok know about food anyway? Well, I don't even know where that's at. It's a land to the west, across the sea, where they eat fish. Sounds miserable. That's always what he complains about, the fish. He just likes to complain, I think. Don't lose heart, Brother Lucas. You're still learning. Thanks. See you later, Andreas. See you later. Morning. How's living with the Gertners? A lovely family. Clara's a good woman. She looks after Big, Jorg, and Ava just like they were her own. They're almost fully grown. True. Well, it's just less that they need looking after the more she cares to. Little Ursula is in good hands. Anyway, if I don't see you around the Abbey later, maybe I'll see you in Tassing tomorrow. Till then. I suppose we're probably gonna have to get to work. Let's go back to the scriptorium if I can find it. I think we need the Bailey. Go. Yeah. Hero. God bless you. Good to see you. Good morning, Brother Puro. Good to see you as well. I don't like this weather. My bones ache. Means a storm is coming. Big Yor Gertner says that if you live here 10 or 15 years, you can smell storms coming. He's been here long enough that he always smells them coming. Don't forget, Brother Guy. The fate of the youths who jeered the aged prophet Elijah out of Bethel. All by bears, weren't they? She-bears. Are you complaining or comparing yourself to a prophet, Brother Ada? I'm comparing you to an impudent youth, the Lord in his infallible wisdom may choose to strike down. I'm not going to say anything. Let him go at it. Well, as everybody seems quite lively, I suppose it means Prior Fenric is not overseeing us today. He was here, but then he heard Lorenz Rothvold has arrived and hurried out like a little mouse. Fenric is so desperate to impress the abbot and nobles like Rothvold. It's pathetic. Feign kindness to Father Abbot and her prior, only to speak about him like this behind their backs. Shame. Oh no. Baron Rothvogel. Manuscript. I just realized that he'll want to see his manuscript. How silly of me. Of course, that's why he's visiting. Get to work. Perhaps if you were younger and faster, you wouldn't need to worry so much about patron visits. True craftsman cares more about quality than simply being fast. With skill comes speed. Sadly, it may elude you forever. I would rather take my time than compromise quality. If all I had to do was write letters, I suppose I'd be fast too. Anyway, what's the problem? Baron is just one client. He has to wait like anyone else. Andreas Baron Rothvogel is not like anyone else. He has powerful friends, including Prince Bishop of Freesing, religious sector or secular ruler of scattered territories in the Empire. Kirsa is already out of favor. Father Abbot does not want to have to deal with more attention. Well, if Prior Fenric isn't here, I'm going to work on my masterpiece until he arrives.